celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Antonio Dreadnoughts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Hey!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Hey. Hey, Charlie.
Take four.
Ready?
On first down, Elway. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Go.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And let's get in them holes. '54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Go.
54. I don't think you got it, son.
To throw again. Elway. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check 53.
Christian Travis.
And to give this time to the tailback. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Go.
Now they try the right side here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Our time. It's our time. Mike 53. 53. Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Ricky.
Pilot 64. Weak.
Check 3. 36. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Watch the eye.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check hot route. Hot.
Sit up. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, Haywood.
Bring it. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. You rush. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54.
Ready.
I got him. 54 is Mike. 54.
Five.
Now they'll throw it with Elway. He's able to find Wallace. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Shoot. Let's go.
Blue draw Corker.
53.
Gone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Ready.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
They're running, man.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Look at me. Zipper.
53's the Mike. 53.
61. Matchbox lights.
Watch the screen. Check.
Yep.
Check 37. Check. 53's Mike.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Right there. All day, baby.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
53, Mike 53.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready?
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Watch the recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Hey, exit.
Here we go.
They get it off at 1. Elway. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time, but a first down on the keeper.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. My time to end it.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
55 is my guy, 55. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, get him, you got it. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Vic readies to throw. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
But that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go.
And they give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Here we go, Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Tackles. Mike. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53. Let's go.
Now Elway to throw. And an alley to run. Oh, now Elway has it stripped. The ball is out. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half.
Mike 50. Watch the car.
Now a handoff working right. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play there. 43 yards on the ground.
San Antonio first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 43-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. fourth down. Vick. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Check, 55, Mike. Hey, pick your game up. 55 is Mike, guys. Hey, watch the lane. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, man. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Off the play fake, Vick. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tighten up.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
X3. 218, chop it.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Double dog. That's the way. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Check the outs.
5.
On second down, Elway. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Who that? 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run.
From the shotgun, Elway. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Cuts it out, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. 65 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now they try the right side here. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Orbit. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Cut.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
That's it, baby.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
80 weapon.
Let him know, let him know. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. You.
Hey!
I got it.
52.
Now it's Elway. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
You go tight.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
I'm coming, baby. Woo! Switch.
Protein spill. Go.
Light. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the
Out of the gun. Elway. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
He's covering. Pilot, 64, weak. And go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hey, lock it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
3rd and 4, and this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Oh, you got deep? Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun, Vic. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Go. Wide motion. That's me.
Vic goes play action. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And he'll give it here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On third down, Vic. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And they give this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to maneuver. And touchdown! A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. 71 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. It's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a two-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker. Kill, kill, kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for San Antonio, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.